What's this, bro?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Ginyu Talk Network, and I am your host for this lovely episode, Kyle Tim times 10, and I am joined with two other of my co-hosts, and we got a special guest.
Hey.
So, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing?
You good, brother? Always excited
good,
to talk
man.
ball with y'all. Always excited to talk ball with y'all.
Yeah, I know that's right. And our guest, go on ahead and introduce yourself before we jump into everything, man.
Can he hear us, bro?
I don't think he can hear us anymore. His mic went out. His mic went out last second.
Now when that John went live. Hold on, we figured it out. We figuring it out.
It was working all the way up until right now, man. All the way up to right now.
Look.
Goodness, I don't even know what happened. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
There you go, my boy.
Yes, sir. My bad.
So
I couldn't even hear.
now that we got you back, first impressions is everything, man. I don't think they're going. I don't think they're going to hold that against you, though. Technical difficulties on
Absolutely.
the field. Go on ahead and introduce yourself for the people, man.
Man, y'all can follow me at One Vert Willer, man. I'm here to talk Dragonball, man. I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy.
My
Don't like
boy.
Gohan, but that's okay.
Yeah, this is the anti-Gohan episode. I'm letting you know that. That's exactly what this is. But you know what? Let's just go on ahead and get straight into it, okay? Which Dragon Ball character would you say is overlooked and deserves more recognition than what they've gotten, whether it's in the series or from the fan base itself? And we'll start with you, Richie.
Ooh, me, yeah. Personally, I think one major character that everyone forgets about, man, and he should be given more is Tien. Like,
that's a good
bro,
one.
Let's be real. Without Tien in OG Dragon Ball, bruv, there was no reason for Goku to even try and go stronger. Because there was no one on Goku's level. You know? Tien comes in, makes him get better, makes him want to train more. Tien's the one that went and stood his ground with Piccolo King Piccolo to try and do bits that he weren't ever gonna do. You know what I mean? He's always there to back people when they need it, even though he knows he ain't got shit. Right? He's gonna get wasted. He still comes. Look at that Cell when he tried being Cell and kept him down so Android 18 could leave, nearly killed himself doing it and stuff. Bro, Tien deserves more, man.
He pulled up on Boo, too. Don't forget that. He did pull up on straight aura farmed on him and missed. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But not
more.
Like Tien, that is a good pick, because without him beating Goku in the 22nd, Goku doesn't try to get stronger, right? Like, he doesn't try to do any of that stuff, even though it came down to the wire. But also, him retiring Yamcha does not get talked about enough. Like, he gave him a true, like, career-ending injury, right? Like, he snapped his leg the wrong way, bro. Like,
and he has a true arc, like a true character-building arc, bruv. Like, he was an evil dude, started seeing the light, started to learn the truth about martial arts, what he wants to do. Like, bruv, he did everything, bruv. He's to me, he was, like, solid member of the team. They need to bring him back. He's not human. So he could get some sort of new form. I mean, I don't think he's human. I don't know many humans with 3 eyes.
He's half human. Apparently, the third eye race is like that third eye race is like ancestors of an alien race that came to Earth. Like, that's what it says in the guidebooks and everything. So he's not full human. That's why they say Krillin is the strongest human. Tien might be stronger than Krillin when you look at it that way, right? He might be stronger.
Maybe he could. Who knows how strong the other alien? If Tien's that strong, because if you want to take Tien now at Tournament of Power level, he's got to be stronger than Cell, right? If people want to put Krillin stronger than Cell, then Tien's got to be stronger than Cell right now. Yeah, like, he's got to be, right? So how strong can his race go? We don't know. Man.
I mean, he might be able to just get as strong as however much he meditates, honestly. Like, how much zen he is with himself, pretty much. Yeah. Y'all got anything to add with Tien?
I was gonna say, like, because I haven't watched the episode in such a long time, but when they were recruiting for the Tournament of Power, that was Tien that got, like, possessed, right? Like, or was that Roshi that got possessed? That was Roshi that got possessed, and Tien to like get him out of it. But I like that was one of those sneaky slept on episodes of Super, because I feel like Tien in his element of being like a teacher and everything, like he kind of cooked in that episode. Like, you know, like it showed you like, oh, Tien just ain't been on like the Yamcha retirement world tour. Like he like been doing this thing and keeping up. And I've been saying, we talked about this before, like if I would love like if they explore like whatever Tien's like ancestry is, like that other side. I feel like since they've like nerfed him so much, it'd be hard for me to believe that Third Eye race would just come to Earth and just be on some like, yo, the Z fighters are scared of him. Or like if they had some type of like telekinetic power or something with that third eye to like control people, like give them an edge, because they're not just,
doing
like,
more stuff with
magic. Yeah,
magic,
like that
the
would be lit,
be the weakest of their race, isn't it? Like
that's a good point. That's a good point.
Because he's been on Earth for God knows how long, and
whatever their training is.
Down. Like, he's been watered down.
Yeah. What about you, Bert?
This might be crazy, but I think Cell. I think we never look at the whole trajectory of Cell. Like he had to reach his perfect form, and he had to be strategic about it. Like he couldn't just fight anybody when he first came on, when he was just, you know what I'm saying, killing all those humans. He had to literally go out his way to be strategic about which Z fighter he attacked, which one he even gave an actual fight to, just to get to that form. And it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, he was made with the cells of all the Z fighters, but I wonder, did he get made with the cells of the Z fighters at that specific time? Like he has Piccolo's strateginess a little bit, but it's like he still literally had to create his arc, you know, to get to perfect form. And then even we seen him really deal with some stuff when he got to perfect form. When Goku didn't want to fight no more, Cell was like, wait.
He said a water break.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You want to fight no more? What is going on? I thought we were here to chase the power of making the games. We have to figure this out, you know. So I definitely think Cell, if we look at how he really achieved that form, is something for sure.
You know, I think with the how he was made, because that Cell that we fought came from a different timeline, right? And we know throughout different timelines, each character had different strengths. Like they even said these androids 17 and 18 were stronger than the ones in his timeline. Like, so I wonder if Cell came from a timeline where the DNA he got was from Z fighters that were stronger than our timeline. Like if the Cell in our timeline would have matured and became perfect, would he have been the same strength? You know?
No. I think you're wrong slightly. Didn't, because he came from Future Trunks' timeline, right?
Yeah, the one that got killed, the Future Trunks that got slimed out.
That's what I'm
Androids were weaker there. So I agree with what you're saying, is the one in our timeline, the one that we watch, if that Cell would have matured.
Yeah.
Android 17 and 18 were far stronger in our timeline. So imagine that Cell, if he would have matured, he would have been far stronger, bro.
This like a sidebar, but Richie wasn't here for this conversation. Tim, I want to get his take on it, because I feel like we might have accidentally came up with like a canon event. So Tim pointed it out last week when we were talking about the Cell that ended up in our timeline, the main timeline, with Future Trunks that we met the first time coming back. We know that like changed, it like created like branch timelines and history and everything. So Tim pointed it out, and like it really got me rolling. Do we know for a fact the Trunks that came back the second time is the same Trunks that we met that fought Goku the first time? Because wouldn't that have been the one that got killed by the Cell who was coming back? Because remember, that Trunks that got killed by Cell was coming back to tell the people in the past that he had defeated the androids, and he got smoked. So it's like, do we really
us,
know?
It would be the same Cell.
To us, Trunks. It would be the same Trunks, but like to timeline, that would be a third Trunks that got displaced.
And then in Super, that might be a Trunks from another timeline as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Whoa, man, that's some Back to the Future shit, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying, bro.
Isn't it an unseen timeline too? Like we just don't see anything.
There's got to be multiple. There's got to be multiple. Wasn't there like loads of time rings in?
There was like 4 or 5 time rings.
4 or 5. There could be a couple cells there that are just OP even in perfect form. You know, like so.
Facts. Even the Zamasu that became.
I like when that said there's so much you can do with Cell, bro, because of the different timelines. He could come back at any point, bro. Realistically.
Yeah,
big facts.
Yeah, he definitely good.
What timeline did they even send the Super Trunks back to? What timeline is that? Is that a timeline that had the same?
That's what I'm saying. Like that could have been a different timeline because he has different hair. Like I think that's a way that you
the blue hair.
Create like why he has blue hair is because it's from a different timeline.
Yeah, but
like you could actually say Super Trunks is probably from the manga timeline, right? Because the anime and the manga are two different things, and Trunks should actually have the blue hair, right?
He
like
does have the blue hair in the manga.
That's his actual hair color is blue. So like you could say like it's a manga timeline type of thing. Like, you know, I mean, it's just a theory. A game
I like
theory.
It though, bro. I like because because like the Tim's point, like with Soup, like we had talked about like a couple weeks ago, like blue hair Trunks would still have the same memories as purple hair Trunks up to a certain point. So like when he came back to that past, he would still remember, you know, like coming back, the Cell games and all that stuff, because that wouldn't have been like
he would have done it in his timeline.
Exactly.
So there would be no break in understanding of what's going on. It's just a different one that we're seeing. It also makes me think. I know we're straying off a little bit with it, and Matt, you can give your answer to it. But
I got you, big dog.
It does make me think. A lot of people say the timeline that we see from the beginning of the Android saga is not our original timeline, but I think it still is our original timeline, right? I just think we see a branch from there, because a lot of people will be like, no, our Goku actually died in Trunks' timeline, but it's like I don't think that's necessarily how it's
50-50, bruv. So it would have been our timeline if Trunks never came back. But the minute he turned up, that's it. Whole new timeline. Whole new timeline from there. So we are on a completely different timeline to them, bro.
But Matt, I know we strayed away.
As one does.
Who's a extremely overlooked character that you feel needs to be seen more?
So funnily enough, the original person I picked actually led me to the person that's the answer that I'm gonna get. So when I was trying to think of who I wanted to go, I was actually gonna go with General Blue, because I love the General Blue Dragon Ball saga for some reason. Like that is a dope one. He was just manic as fuck, bro. Like in the shit, like when he would just like put hands and paws, but then see a mouse and just ball up, like it was funny. But so like and then I just started like falling down to like crazy memories of just like the General Blue saga, like with the Pirate's Treasure and like Master Roshi randomly having a submarine that they could use to go get the Dragon Ball, like all types of weird stuff. But when I was, oh no, where'd my camera go?
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, dang.
You know what that was? G was pissed off. He was like, nah, kicking him.
The show must go on. I don't even know. Did G pull him? I don't even know. Oh, there you go.
Hold on. There, that was crazy.
G hit the hook on you.
My man hit me with the Sandman, John, bro. But what I was saying, when I was like kind of going through General Blue's like history, going down memory lane, I gotta give it to Mercenary Tao, bro. I feel like because I feel like we have that long-lasting memory of Tao going out like a bitch from Dragon Ball Z, yo. Like when he showed back up and Goku and Gohan and their Super Saiyan side missions, yo. Like he just like, we just remember him being like super sweet with the mechanical head, bro, and just dumb shit. But Dragon Ball Tao was a problem, bro. Like he had Goku not had that Dragon Ball in his pocket, we wouldn't have no Goku. Like he hit him right in the heart with the Dodan.
We wouldn't have Cell. We wouldn't have Cell either.
Oh, that's a good point.
Because Mercenary Tao used all of his money from hits and paid for the research to make himself a cyborg android, right? That's what he did. So, and then it increased all like obviously Dr. Jiro's way of doing things, and then Dr. Jiro then was able to create Cell and the other androids and stuff like that.
Yeah, and he was just such like an integral part of like the series. Like my man was in like a million different arcs. Like he was in like the Fortune Teller Baba arc. Is that everybody hear that echo, or was that just me?
I did.
Ghost in the Machines, bro. Like, the Piccolo Junior saga, like Tao was like catching wreck again, like him being part of like the Crane Academy and everything, and being Master Shen's brother and everything was fire. But I feel like we all have that lasting Dragon Ball Z memory of Tao, and we just be forgetting that he was just out here just catching bodies.
He was. I mean, shoot, our first introduction of him, he broke that pillar. threw it and jumped on top of it.
Which was the coldest fucking way to fly.
I remember when they brought it into Xenoverse. I hurried up and I got that shit in Xenoverse because
I also got
it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Verse got some technical difficulties right now, but go on ahead.
Bro, do you remember that guy in OG Dragon Ball? Goku fought him in the tower, the Red Ribbon Tower. And what was he called? Was he Masaki? Or what was his name?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. You talking about where he jumped in the river and Goku poured like the bees down on him or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. And then he done the
Looney Tunes ass fight.
He had like 4 twin brothers or some shit.
Yeah.
He was jokes as well, bro. He did funny shit as well. He always looked a bit like Mercenary Tao.
Yeah, I forgot all about him, yo.
You know, before we move on, I'll give my answer, right? Bulma. Without Bulma, we get nothing.
I'm about to say the show don't exist.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People kind of overlook Bulma. Like to me, she was the original second MC, right? Like
1000%.
Yeah, but
don't we see her first
her.
in like the first episode of Dragon Ball? Isn't she like the first person like on screen?
She's the second person on screen.
Oh, she runs into Goku first.
You're right. Yeah, hold on. No, wait.
No, I like it could be a fever dream, but I swore I haven't watched the first episode in Dragon Ball such a long time, but I thought it opened up with Bulma on her bike.
On the bike,
like like on the bike,
it really?
going
and
then
she
woods.
turns up at Goku's house.
And then
it starts with the narrator telling us about Goku in the mountains, and we see him catching the fish with his tail.
Okay, so outside of the exposition part, Bulma is like the first person that you see that shows up, right?
It's like the first 5 minutes though. They run into each other though. So
big facts.
But I do think Bulma doesn't get the props that she deserves. I mean, damn, she made a whole time machine, right? Like we wouldn't get the Cell arc without it. You know what I'm saying? Like
true.
As simple as that.
Yeah, she was basically the reason why we got Cell. You know, to be fair, if we would have killed Bulma back in the day, half our problems wouldn't be even there.
Would have been peace in our time. Literally. I mean, and to your point, Tim, like the fucking show is called Dragon Ball. Bulma made the Dragon Radar. Like the whole show based on being around the Dragon Balls are only able to be found in such a high clip because of Bulma. Like, so yeah,
which is also still a problem.
Yes, very true.
You know, I've gotten into a conversation about this a few times because I know they could track the dragon because I know like Red Ribbon had something, right? But I could have sworn Bulma kind of came up with the radar without knowing like their signature or anything.
Yeah,
like she just kind of picked it up.
She analyzed the energy of the one she had or some shit like that, and was able to replicate a finder for that energy source.
I'll tell you the General Blue saga, funnily enough, because I was going through it, they were after the Dragon Radar. Like, well, Blue presented him the Dragon Radar. Commander Red the John. He was like, "Oh, hey, how about this?" And he was like, "All right, cool, like whatever.
Yeah,
like we'll take it. I wanted you to kill Goku, but we'll take it. That's fine."
So now we talk about Dragon Ball. We talk about Goku. We know Goku goes through probably the most training arcs in all of anime, right? Like if we take a look, he just goes through arc after arc of training, but he also gets different teachers that's reflecting on his gi at all times, right? So, but what I want to know from y'all is which one of his teachers has had the bigger impact on Goku, whether it's his talent fighting or just his life in general. Vert, who you got?
You know, man, for me, it's easy. King Kai, easy. Not only did King Kai give Goku the tools to actually protect Earth, he made it cool. It's like, okay, if we're going to protect against the craziest bad guy in the world, do you want to seal him in a jar, the Mafuba, which didn't work against Future Zamasu?
That shit never works.
Never works. It's like a joke. Oh, the Mafuba. Oh, we need
it
to
works off screen. That's when it works. It's off screen.
I was gonna say it worked on King Piccolo, bruv.
Spear bomb. Lend me your energy. Drop this spear bomb. We have to give thanks to King Kai.
We don't get UI without that. We don't get UI without that.
Or Kaioken.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did or did not. As soon as Goku learned the Kaioken, did he not use it to death after that? Every time.
Yeah.
Kaioken, everything. Yeah. As soon as he got back down to Earth, he then and went powered up to Kaioken against Vegeta instantly. It's like, okay, and Spirit Bomb, it's like the tools that King Kai gave Goku literally made the rest of the series. And as far as like the same way how Future Trunks opened up the series, King Kai opened up the universe to Goku. It's like, oh, you're a protector now. Like, it's like different. He let him talk to the underworld, to the overworld. You know what I'm saying? Like, King Kai literally gave Goku the keys to everything else in the series.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at that. We do see some of the most iconic. I mean, the Spirit Bomb did beat Boo. It did beat Boo. You know what I'm saying? We don't get nothing without that. We don't get the UI without the Spirit Bomb. And we don't get a lot of the fight with Vegeta or Frieza without it, right? Without the Kaioken, right?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we don't even get Super Saiyan without it because that's what took Frieza out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I mean, that's a good take right there. What about you, Matt?
Yeah, I was. This was tough for me because, like, you know, Roshi was super instrumental in, like, Goku's upbringing, but like no notes on what Vert just said, bro. Like, I took it to King Kai prepped Goku for like universal threats where Roshi got him like, all right, you got Earth on lock, big dog. This is you. But like King Kai was just like, all right, there's a way bigger world out here than just what you know, big man. And I feel like you got Roshi. Goku knows where Roshi be at all times, but like in times of need, he still calls King Kai, yo. Like still to this day, yo. He be like, yo, King Kai, what's up, big dog? like my man got Whis and Beerus on speed dial and like still make sure to like keep King Kai around, like just in case, yo.
Still
like,
can't wish him back to life, though, can he? You don't rate him that.
Yo, that is facts. That is facts. You could have definitely just wished him back to life by now. Yo.
Hey, look, didn't old Supreme Kai get wished back to life, and King Kai still dead?
But yeah, like we were saying, like Kaioken, Spirit Bomb. I also feel like where Goku is obviously like probably like the best hand-to-hand combat fighter, which I feel like Roshi had a lot to do that. Like I said, like it was very. Limiting is not the word that I want to use, but like Roshi has a specific skill set. Like, you know what you know, you don't know what you don't know. Like, why would Roshi think to like train Goku up to like for like universal alien threats? He's Earthling. Like, you know, even though his sister's a witch, like, so he kind of know there's some stuff out there. But Kai know all. Kai's just like, oh yeah, there's problems over in that section of the universe. There's problems over on that planet. He's like, let me get my guy right. And I also feel like,
King Kai doesn't know. He got the destruction of the planet wrong.
No, like, facts. I mean, like from his position, like he knows more about the universe than Roshi does. Like Roshi's like home base, but yeah, I just feel like there's so much like residual income of like what King Kai gave Goku in Dragon Ball Z. Like even King Kai's temperament. I'm sorry, even Goku's temperament. I feel like got more like monkish after training with King Kai, because you know King Kai's training shit was like comedy and jokes and fun and everything. And I feel like Goku till that point, I feel like Goku pre King Kai, that's when we got like when not fighting is jokes. When fighting, you got like that serious, and then you know Sean Shimon would do like the deeper Goku voice and like not fuck around with nothing. Back when we would get eyeball blood, still waiting for eyeball blood to come back. Like I need that in my life, yo. But I feel like post King Kai, and we even saw it on Namek. Like when Goku was fighting Frieza and he like caught the fireball shit and his shit was on fire and his pants caught on fire and in the lava and he's like joking and having fun. I feel like a lot of that came from like training with Bubbles and Gregory, that like Kai taught him like, yo, like fighting doesn't have to be just about like to the death. Like you can enjoy the shit. You can have fun. Like I feel like Goku's temperament now in terms of combat was like formed through his training with King Kai as opposed to Roshi, who was just like a drill sergeant. We saw them Turtle Man trainings when Krillin was cooking Goku, like doing better than he was when he was a kid.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with that aspect of his training with King Kai. I get what you're saying, because Gregory and Bubbles, you know, they some goofies, right? And they really added the comedy when we were on the King Kai planet and everything. But I feel like the goofiness, that's just Goku's nature. As far as being locked in during fights, if I know what Richie's gonna say, we're gonna be on the same terms. Go on ahead, Richie.
Bro, just like Matt though, yeah, this was a tough question, bro. Like I sat there last night thinking about this one because I thought of Roshi, I thought of King Kai, I thought of Kami. I thought of Aita, just Aita's philosophy that he gave Goku, you know. But then as soon as I thought of Kami, I have to bring it straight into Mr. Popo taught him everything. Mr. Popo taught him patience, taught him, like, you know, how to stay relaxed, stay calm. You know, he taught him so much, bro, in a very short space of time, you know, if you think about it. And then, like you said, yeah, he's always calling up King Kai to go there, blah, 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 blah. Where are they always going to train? Let's be real, bro. They're going to Popo. He takes him straight to the hyperbolic time chamber. They're always hitting him up, man. And he, like, if you remember when Goten and Trunks went there, we don't know how strong Mr. Popo is, bro, because Goten and Trunks were two Super Saiyans trying to throw hands.
Struggling.
We know he's weaker than Degatsu. He offered him a cup of cranberry juice.
my man gave him Dende. He said, "Here, take this."
If you remember Goku as, like, if you want to class him as like a preteen, like a 13-year-old when he went there, was he like 12 to 13, right?
He was like 12.
I think 12.
Yeah, something like that, right? He was like exactly what you said, Matt, bro. He was wild. He just did wild shit, yeah. And then if you remember that tournament, was it the 23rd when he come back to fight? Was it Tien or was it Piccolo?
I think
he
the 23rd.
Piccolo in the 23rd.
It was,
it was 23rd
Piccolo,
was when Tao fought Tien.
So when he came back and he took that little turban off his head, bro, Goku was a different kettle of fish then, bro. He was relaxed. He was zoned in. He knew what the motive was. He knew what had to be done. And that's all Mr. Popo, bro.
That's when we almost got a Gohan from Bulma and Goku at that point in time. She wanted my man's at that point in time. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
Actually, you know what? I think he was 18 when he came back during that saga.
I think he was 18. He came back.
And if you remember, like when he went there, I can remember it very well, right? He was so agitated the whole time. He was fighting with anger. He kept saying to Mr. Get out of the way, like, boom, I'm gonna do this. And Mr. Popo was like, nope, I can see it already, like some ultra instinct shit. You know what I mean? He was just dodging stuff. And like that's what I mean. He taught Goku how to stay relaxed, stay calm, focus on the fight, know what you're doing, man. He basically honed all of Goku's wild techniques and then just made them like whole. You know what I mean? Like,
I'd say he reinforced a lot of Roshi.
Understand training more. You know, he started to understand how to train better. Like, because Master Roshi, like, look, he's cool, right? We were like, it's Master Roshi, bro. But delivering milk, running around, pushing a rock. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real about it. Yeah, it was just strength and conditioning. Like, there was no real technique. It was strength and conditioning. So where did Goku truly learn his fight? Like, he's fighting. It had to be from Mr. Popo because he was strong. We know that he was naturally strong. He's a Saiyan, right? And he knew basic martial arts, and then he done strength and conditioning with Master Roshi. That's all he did, right?
I mean, he definitely like increased what he reinforced what Roshi taught him about stop thinking so much, right?
Yeah,
that's pretty much what the hermit style was, right? Was stop thinking so much, right? Train, rest, and eat, right? Like that was his whole thing. Popo really
about that,
but also we don't get a lot of the a lot of people sleep on Goku's mental resistance, right? Like you cannot mess with Goku's mind at all, and that's because Popo put him through all of that psychedelic stuff before he even stepped foot in the time chamber. He had to go. And then on top of that, he went into the time chamber, which they said is so vast it can drive you crazy, right? So it's one of them things like Popo really did enhance everything. But I'm going to have to go with the Yard Rats.
Oh.
I'm going to have to go with the Yard Rats. Without the Yard Rats, he said
that fit by itself.
Hey, that fit is drippy. Yeah. But like we don't get the instant transmission, which is probably one of the
get out of jail free card.
It's literally his second most useful move, right? Without that, everybody dies to Cell. Without that, everybody dies to Boo, right? Without that, we don't get a lot of the stuff that we get, but also they taught Goku how to master Super Saiyan, right? By the time he came back, he already had figured out Super Saiyan and that there was something above Super Saiyan, right? Like he kind of already
fair.
Because we got it from the Yard Rats, right?
Yeah.
And like it kind of builds up off of the King Kai, the Popo, with him being more monkish during the way he fights, right? The Yard Rats really taught him that way. And don't get me wrong, I feel like all of his teachers really had a good, but if you take a look from the way the series progressed, without the Yard Rats, we don't get a lot of the stuff that we get. And you know, manga spoiler, but they also taught him the Susanoo.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Peak cinema right there. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, with training comes fighting. We need to put that in practical use, right? We can't just train all the time. But what would y'all say is Goku's most fulfilling fight? Not the one that you're like, this is the best, but the one he got the most from, whether it's a lesson or whatever. Oh, we get little cute hugs on camera.
You know, my daughter has a busy social life.
but you know what? We'll go to Matt on this one, man. Which one's Goku's most fulfilling?
This I'll probably say of all these amazing questions, this for me was probably like the easiest one for me, and it's sleepily probably one of my favorite fights in like all of Dragon Ball. I gotta go Cell's Bag of Tricks, like Goku versus Cell, and for the Cell tournament saga. Like I feel like that moment brought us back to like OG fighting. Like it's like obviously it was like to the death, but it was like within the confines of like Cell's rules. Like prior to that, is like Goku got called when somebody needed to get slimed. So it was just like, oh yeah, I can't like he knew the assignment with Frieza, like with the Saiyans, with the Ginyu Force and everything. It was just like, oh, y'all are threatening my loved ones. I just gotta Goku kill y'all, get y'all out the way, move y'all out the chessboard. Like, but with the Cell games, that got Goku back in his element. He's like, oh, it's a tournament. Oh, I got prep time. I'm Batman in this bitch. Stop playing with me, yo. like, stop playing with me. And yo, that episode, the nostalgia is crazy. Like the Frieza buzzing saw sounds again that we had missed from the Namek saga when he threw them Johns. Like that was crazy. The special beam cannon, the Kamehameha is like, I just love
the Tien body split when he does the body split.
Dog, like the greatest hits, like Goku's greatest hits. Like, and it was like again, like, and you could see Goku's joy in that. Like, there's like that epic moment of him and Cell, like when they're like cross punching each other, and Goku's smirking and Cell smirking, and they're like, oh, this is like what pure fighting. Like, this is what fighting should be, going back to what he learned from his GOAT teacher King Kai. Like, it's not just about brute strength. It's about
best
the art
fight
of fighting.
In the series, by the way. The best fight in the series.
I'm rolling, but yeah, Cell's Bag of Tricks. That's one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z episodes. Yeah, that I feel like again going back to the question, like fulfilling for like Goku's love of fighting, and again, even though it was like to the death, there was like that understanding. Like Cell was like, yeah, I want to kill you, but I need the world to know that I'm better than you first. So let's address that.
I'd say that, and overall, the Cell fight gave him a better perspective on Gohan.
1,000.
Right? Without 1,000. That fight, he doesn't understand Gohan.
How strong his son is.
Isn't a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Facts about
I get you the other side of it. Yeah, like, oh yeah, you don't like fighting. Okay, cool, I got you. Like, true.
Yeah. True.
That's a good point. That's a great point. Yeah, so that's a double fulfillment. Like, he got to get his shit off and be like, oh damn, I can't even put the team on my son's back. He don't want it. Like, he don't want
it. Put the jersey in the rafters, man. Put the jersey in the rafters.
Hang it up. He got that Raditz headbutt up there in the rafters, bro. Like, that's his claim to fame.
How y'all feel about that, man? How y'all feel about Cell being the most fulfilling fight? Y'all agree with that?
I'm with it. I'm with it only because like they got the same DNA, so I knew they was gonna come to that same conclusion together. Like they're so similar. I feel like we've seen that through like Cell's whole trajectory. It's like, okay, this guy and Goku and Vegeta are similar where they want to test and see the limits, but have fun as well. Like the Cell games is really just a showcase. Like, I'm gonna blow up the earth when it get done, but we're gonna have some fun getting there. And I feel like that's a lot of Goku DNA just presenting itself in that way. So I do feel like they're similar in that case.
Yeah, and I seen Richie shaking his head no, but I know he's going wild. He looked like he paddling back there, but I'm gonna let him give his answer after I give mine, right? I didn't think like this until we did a fight bracket over on the association, right? Jackie Chun is his most fulfilling fight. Without Jackie Chun, we don't get anything, because up until that time, everything was a cakewalk, right? Everything was a cakewalk. If it wasn't for Jackie Chun, a lot of people think it's Roshi. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Usopp Sniper King thing. They're totally different people, right?
Yeah.
So without him losing that fight, we don't get Goku who progresses the way that we do. After he lost that fight, he was like, oh shit, I gotta lock in. It doesn't matter if I win from here on out. There's always going to be somebody stronger than me. And that's like, and I feel like that was the theme with the tournaments up until, he beat Piccolo. That was like a full circle moment with it all, because he lost the Tien technical defeat with that one, right? But without that Jackie Chun fight, we don't get Goku progression at all.
I'm not mad at that at all. That was what a couple episodes.
Yeah.
That shit was dope.
We got him going grade 8 form, and then we see, Jackie Chun is a casual planet buster. Like
I'm pretty sure I ranked that as my favorite fight of all time on one of our chats on here, man, isn't it? Like, I do remember that.
Yeah.
It was one of my favorites because they had so many techniques used in that fight. It was unreal, man, isn't it?
He did what was that the hypnosis thing. He did the hypnosis. Yeah, that was.
Oh yeah, the lightning John. Yeah,
that's the one that killed Gohan, innit? That was the one that, or whatever. But yeah. Oh man. That's a good fight.
I might have to go back and watch that. Yo. It's been a minute. Yo. But I remember watching it in real time. That was fire.
That's a really good fight. But Richie, what you got as the most fulfilling?
So that was one of them. I was stuck between 3 fights, man. 3 fights, and that Jackie Chan one was one of them. Right. Another one, which everyone's gonna be like, nah, what are you doing? Is Nova Shenron versus Goku. In GT.
No, I'm not mad at that at all.
They go back and forth. Goku don't want to hurt him because it's the 4-star ball. Like, there's so much growth in that whole fight, is unreal, right? But I think I'm gonna have to give this to Saiyan Saga Vegeta versus Goku. Okay. Not only was that an insane fight, Goku learned so much from that one fight.
Yeah, he did.
From that one fight, he took so much with him through the rest of his life. Took so much with him from that. It's unreal. And if you can remember the last, was it the last, near to the last attack, the Kamehameha versus the Gallic Gun clash?
Bro, the colors on that, dog.
Cinema.
That's one of the most iconic fight scenes in anime right there.
I feel like
no one talks about it.
It gets referenced all the time.
Facts. Yeah. Like in that moment when they're going Kamehameha Gallic Gun beam struggle, Goku in his head was just like, that's gonna be my best friend one day. He said that's my guy up there. I like him, yeah.
That's a good one, man. That is a good one when you take a look at it. What about you, Vert? How what you got for this one, man?
Man, I really like the Goku versus Vegeta one. That was my first original pick for sure. But my second pick, I got 2. My second and third. My second pick is Goku versus the Heart Virus. Either life or death. The whole universe, the whole story is in the balance right there. But in a serious way, actually, I'm serious about that for sure. Goku versus the Heart Virus. But Kid Buu, I feel like that fight went so insane so quickly where he's like, oh, snap. I am not equipped to deal with this guy in any other way. Yeah. Universal Spirit Bomb. Like,
okay.
King Kai comes right back in the picture like, dude, what that? Fuse Vegeta, I need you. Like, by any means, that was like, I think he was having fun. I think we seen Goku having fun versus Kid Buu. Like, okay, Kid Buu having fun. He's like literally energy, but evil energy. And Goku like, yo, how do we finish this? I can't die. I can't. We got to fuse.
He really did enjoy fighting Kid Buu. He really enjoyed it to the point where he was pissed off he had to lock in. From that scene, he was smiling. Then Buu And then you see the lightning crash and Goku just locks in, right? Like,
bro, even Frieza and Cell, it's only filler, but Frieza and Cell were watching that shit as well.
Yo,
like,
everybody had that up on the big screen, yo. They was like, yo, go ahead, go off. Nah, bro, but real quick, that's a real great point that I never thought of. Like, we know, like, especially the Vegeta Goku dynamic, like their thing is like, all right, let me see how they fare against my base form, and then we'll just go up from there. But like, but with Boo, he was like Super Saiyan 3. He's like, I can't play around with this man.
He was like, this is a true minute. But you know, there's a fight that's fulfilling that people don't talk about a lot, and it actually goes into Richie's, right? Because he got closure on how his grandpa died. When he fought Grandpa Gohan in OG, that was a fulfilling fight for him. I welled up with tears when Goku did. I'll be honest with you. When he found out it was Grandpa Gohan, like that was a very like fulfilling fight for Goku because he was grade 8 and then his grandpa was just dead. He didn't get to say goodbye to his grandpa or anything. So that was a moment he got closure to say goodbye. But then during the Vegeta fight, he was like, damn, I killed Grandpa Gohan. Well, I'm going to kill you too, Vegeta.
Yo, like, and I say all the time, like, I'm sure there might be others that I'm not thinking about, but I feel like the introduction to Grandpa Gohan to that World Tournament Saga was like, and who knows if Toriyama Sensei was thinking about this ahead of time, because, you know, he just followed the vibes. That Angel Halo has to be like the craziest foreshadow in like anime history, because they gave no context to like what that Angel Halo was. Like we didn't know nothing about the other world. We didn't know that would basically become like a second home for like the show. You just saw like this dude with an Angel Halo, and we just have like what we know as people, like, oh, okay, that's an angel. That's crazy. Didn't know that dead people like what's, and we all knew that was Grandpa Gohan with the bunny mask and everything.
Yeah,
but they gave us no explanation as to like how he was there, what that Halo meant, what that represented. And then Dragon Ball Z just opened up that world, and it's like, oh shit, that's what that means. Like, it's lit. Can I give an honorable mention real quick?
Yeah.
Goku versus Krillin, the 22nd World Martial Arts Tournament, like the first time they got to fight, like when in their rounds. I love that episode, bro, because it's like, funnily enough, going kind of like King Kai, Goku's greatest teacher. Like Krillin knew that Goku was stronger than him. He's like, all right, I need to finesse this situation. And I feel like, you know, Goku went from being on some type, like you say, like pre the training with Popo. I feel like Goku's motivation was a lot like Vegeta's, like just become the strongest fighter. But then like he learned the appreciation for fighting. And I feel like you saw that in that Goku and Krillin fight. Krillin knew before that bell rang, that's my best friend. I know what he do, yo. Like he's stronger than me. Yo, we got to finesse.
Another honorable mention was against what was the Red Indian dude? Was he Red Indian or Indian?
You talking about the Corrin Tower? Dang.
No, not him. Not him.
Nam. You talking about Nam?
That's it, Nam. When he did that.
Yeah.
That was a fight,
one.
Bro.
That was
he was just like, oh, what the bloody hell do I have to do?
You messed up my segue to this next question, though, Richie. I was going to roll right in from Krillin, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, everybody knows when we talk about anything from a series, when the Namek Saga comes up, I'm always glazing the prophecy of the Super Saiyan in that one, right? And we know that Goku was considered the legendary Super Saiyan, but then we got introduced to Broly. And now when Broly is now canonized, do you think Goku is still the legendary Super Saiyan, or do you think it goes to Broly? I personally think it's still Goku. I don't care, because we never saw Broly go Super Saiyan as a kid at any given point in time or anything. I feel like the story was straight up telling us Goku's the legendary Super Saiyan. I'm gonna let this be open ground for anybody to start it off.
I'm gonna jump in and say it is Goku. You know, let's be real about it, bro, innit? Yeah, at the end of the
technically it's Bardock.
It is
technically it's Bardock.
Technically it's Bardock. We don't see that till later.
That whack ass LBA.
It comes once every few thousand years, and it was about the right time is when Goku became Super Saiyan, right? Yeah. So he was the first one they had ever seen. Frieza. Yeah. How long's Frieza been alive? First one he's ever seen. Look at King Kai, all of these. Like you man say King Kai knows about the universe and stuff like he didn't even know who the first Super Saiyan was, right? Until Goku. So he has. You have to class him as that. What I class Broly, I know everyone calls Broly the legendary Super Saiyan. I call it he's just a freak of his kind.
Yeah.
That's all, bro.
Generational
mutation
talent. We have them in this world. Mike Tyson is a freak of human nature, bro. Like he will bust your face open, bro.
Victor Wembanyama, the unicorn.
Some people are just born different, and Broly was born different. That's the best way you can explain him, bro. He was born different.
Yeah.
Look at Gohan. Look at Gohan. If that's the case, is Gohan the legendary Super Saiyan because he is born mad different? And I don't rate Gohan because he gets handed everything, right? Literally handed everything, like wrapped up in a little parcel with a bow and everything, bro. Yeah, handed over, right? But he's now apparently rivaling Broly, right? Just because, you know, he was looking at a couple of books and then decided Piccolo was hurt and then decided to become a beast, didn't it? Yeah, like, you know how that just happens like that for Gohan, right? Everyone else has to work hard for it, but Gohan, you know, he just has to cry a little bit.
Nepotism, baby.
You know? But Nepotism. And then, so if that's the case, is Gohan the legendary Super Saiyan?
Well, you know, I think it's because, what was it? I feel like then I know Vegeta said it about Kale, but I also think they kind of said something about like a legendary form for Broly as well. I might be mistaken. I feel like they said something about it like that, but I feel like that still goes like strongly against what the series has told us from the Namek saga, right? Like,
the
Namek saga was kind of straightforward with us, like, this is the legendary Super Saiyan, to the point where Vegeta strictly told us, "You dog, Kakarot, you became the legendary Super Saiyan," right? Like,
with a hole in his chest. He's like, "You did it." He said, "That's my dog. That's my dog."
Yeah.
Facts. And it's like you also can't discount, like, obviously, like, we get to like 2 and 3 and everything in blue, but like Goku was the first person to master Super Saiyan, like just like that base version of it, like, you know, figuring out how like he just exists in it, like in a normal, like kind of like a flow state. So it's like it don't get much more legendary than that. You were the first person to get it that we see, and you perfected it. Like,
first person to ascend from it and everything.
Exactly.
Bro. Like, you know what I mean? He's like the blueprint of every form. You know what I mean? In Super Saiyan. So
yeah. What about you, Bert? How do you feel about it?
I feel like narrative wise, Goku for sure. Like, Goku has done it. We've seen Goku have privileges that we would never see nobody else with. Like, he had a button to call Xeno. Like, this guy can deal with the power, and he's a good person. I feel like Broly, like within the Goku realm, I feel like even Goku might look at Broly and be like, okay, this guy is legendary, and he's something different than what I am, what Vegeta is, and what my son is. You know, I feel like he looks at him a different way, almost like how Goku will look at Oob. Like, okay, if I can get these people to tap in, they'll be way stronger than me, you know. And I feel like the same with like almost like the missed potential of Gohan. You know, he looks at Gohan like, I ain't worried about you no more, man. You're not that guy. He looks at Broly like, okay, this could be the guy. This could be the guy. If I can get him to train and to get more like me, Goku, it could be like, okay, this guy is on a totally different trajectory, almost like the Frieza training thing. Like, okay, this guy is a different one of us. We're the same race, but he's different. I feel like Goku looks at Broly different. I think in that sense, okay, Broly is in a different realm and can achieve something that none of the other Saiyans that we've seen can. I feel like
he's born different, innit? That's what I'm saying, innit? Yeah, he's born different, man.
Yeah.
In my new head narrative, I'm just imagining a world where, like, after the Cell games, when Goku died again, this show's just been about him trying to find a replacement so he could retire, and Gohan just ain't been able to do it.
Hey, that's why he's waiting for Oob right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, waiting for him to get older. Like, yo, my back hurts, my knees hurt. Like, come on, man.
When he met Broly in the movie, he said, "Oh shit!" He said, "Retirement is upon us, baby." He said,
literally.
He did the Birdman hand rub.
Yeah, somebody else can fight these guys, man. Damn.
But
he said Chi-Chi been waiting on this. Like, he's like, we ready. He said, we going home, baby. We going home.
I can grow some radishes now.
So now we know Dragon Ball itself, the whole series has had a bunch of arcs, right? Bunch of sagas throughout the whole series, excluding GT, because I think we could do a whole video on that of itself, right? was the weakest saga, and how would you improve it? I'll start. We'll come full loop and start with Richie.
Repeat the question again.
Weakest saga in the whole series besides GT. And how would you improve it?
We can include Super as well, yeah?
I would like to keep it to the original run, but if you have to go to Super,
all right, keep it original. Keep it original.
Bubblegum Vegeta arc in Super is the weakest saga.
I don't even class that as an arc, though, bro. I don't really like. I only class major parts as an arc, in it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, we'll just stick to the original run though. Right, so OG Taboo.
OG Taboo. See, now I know if some people would say in OG it was what's it called, the peel-off arc, right? But I don't agree with that personally. I actually quite like it. It's quite a fun little arc, you know. Like it's quite funny. Man, that's a tough one, bro. But if I had to say anything, I don't want to say it though.
Yeah, I got one that I got like in context that I don't want to say out loud. But like,
I want to say the Babidi arc, bruv. Like, you know, the beginning with Great Saiyan and all that bullshit, bruv. But is that really an arc, bruv? Like, or is that more filler? Because then I still love the Babidi arc, bruv, because I loved when I was a kid, like, you know, sitting there thinking shit, Goku and Vegeta are gonna bang out in the first match and shit, bruv. Like, it had me hooked.
And when they ran down on his ship, I love all of that shit. The battle with
Yakan,
like, that was my shit.
You know what? I'm gonna say this one, bruv, and everyone's gonna flip out, bruv.
I think mine's gonna get. Dog, that was my pick. Yo,
really?
That was my pick, yo.
Which one? Say that again, my bad.
The Android arc. Like,
that's the weakest one, you think?
So I'm gonna give it to you based off how the question broke
my heart right there.
No, look, and that's one of my favorites. That's why it hates me to say it out loud.
Yeah, but this is tough.
If I'm looking at like the question and like narratively what the Android arc started as versus like, so all right, so a couple things. So one, it switched to the Imperfect Cell arc super quick. Like they jumped right into the Imperfect Cell arc right after 17, 18, and 16 went on a little road trip. Like it just went
like
right.
They didn't know what to do. They
it's facts. And going off of the question, Android 16 never even meets Goku in that incarnation before he joins the squad, which was his whole point of existence. He was created that whole shit. We could, like, when Trunks crashed out and it was just like, if they open up that Android, it'll be the end of all of us. Did all that shit for 16 to never even get to like try to kill Goku, yo. And then, like I said, like how quickly they moved out. Like 17 and 18, had they just like let them be a focal, they could have like caught wreck for like mad more episodes. But like once they had that fight on the highway after 18 tapped up Vegeta and then 17 jumped in and broke Trunks' sword. I'm almost positive the episode, I think it was titled like Nobody Can Beat the Androids or whatever. I'm almost positive like the next time on Dragon Ball Z was when people started disappearing, like when clothes started showing up and they was just like, oh, something weird is happening. Krillin started like going through abandoned towns and shit, and they were trying to like figure out what was happening. I'm almost confident that was like the very next episode.
So they dropped the ball on not having 16 even fight Goku or anybody, honestly, besides Cell. He fought Cell, but he should have fought maybe Vegeta, maybe Piccolo, somebody like that was around. I honestly think 16 should have fought Goku right before the Cell game started. Right when they were all together, all together, he should have just like sounded off and then.
He's like, hey, big dog, can we real quick? That would have been fine.
Talk with their hands. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that could have like obviously the driver's license episode is goated, so we can't get rid of that one. But I feel like there's another episode in there that they could have swapped that out with exactly the one that 16.
Where Krillin throws the rock at Goku.
Like that would have been fire. Like 16 be on some like, yo, I'm on y'all side now. But
I need to see how strong you are.
Yeah, like I was created with this person, or it could have been on some like, yo, like if you can't fuck with me, you're not fucking with Cell. Like let's figure out like where you at. Bro.
I don't know if the Android saga was weak, West Country. It wasn't weak.
Yeah, no, it wasn't weak. I loved it. It was like, but like thinking like what again, like the motive. And funny, Virtue had said something earlier when we were talking about Cell had coming up, and it was funny because I was thinking about this shit. I wonder if Dr. Gero would have been like pissed that like his grand creation of Cell ultimately wanted to like set up a fair fight between his Dr. Gero's enemies and shit. Like he's just like, damn, 17 and 18 didn't want to fucking listen to me. I never got to see 16 cook. He didn't do shit. My man likes birds and shit. And then my perfect creation that's supposed to be like full domination on some like, hey, you know what? Let's have a good sporting match.
And then 16 helped them get more stronger.
Like, yeah, then 16 helped them. Like Gero just like all his androids just didn't do shit he wanted them to do. Yeah,
but when Gero is telling 17 not to open 16's chamber because he's like he's gonna be reckless, kill everyone and that, and he was like the complete polar opposite, bro. Didn't even want to do nothing. Didn't even want to throw hands with nothing, bro. Like that whole
L's hung on him.
The shit out of all of us. Like, oh shit, 16 is gonna be on some different shit, and then he's just sitting there playing with a budgie, bro. Like I don't get
it. Yeah. You know, somebody said this in the chat when we first brought this up, and I'm gonna have to say the Boo saga, right? And there's two things that I would have changed to make the Boo saga a little bit better. I would have tied it in more with what we've already established within the lore, like maybe with Babidi or something, because she can, not Babidi, I'm sorry, Baba, yeah, like because she can move between realms and worlds, right? So I think tying her into it somehow would have been a better plot. That's because it's so disconnected from everything that we've gotten so far, but also I think making a Majin Piccolo fight Gohan would have been better to me, right? Like we could still get the Majin Vegeta, right? But a Majin Piccolo act like, because he was already evil once, right? So imagine like him coming in being like, oh, I'm a junior and like everybody knows who King Piccolo is, and then all of a sudden he becomes King Piccolo again in the middle of this tournament, and he has to fight. He has to fight Gohan, and that's how they get the energy or something. Because I feel like the way they got the energy was really a weak way to get the energy, man. I'm sorry.
Kibito let Gohan get shanked.
Yeah, like it would have made more sense for like Piccolo, like him fighting Piccolo, and then Vegeta could have been like, if a weakling like a Namek could have gotten stronger, I'm gonna do this too. And then like he does it, right? Like I feel like that would have been better tying it all together with it being the Z fighters instead of seeing Spopovich, right?
That would have been dope. Yeah, I like that a lot because then you could have played around with all types of callbacks from like the Garlic Jr. saga when Piccolo was like possessed and everything. Bro, I remember
the movie The World's Strongest.
Yeah, brother. Like
just callbacks all the way throughout the 23rd.
Yeah,
you know, the Demon King all the way to the 23rd, right? You could have, you could have had Gohan beat him with like the Ozaru punch like Goku did, right?
Dang,
like,
that'd have been
through him, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, that would have been lit. Yeah, I would have liked that. That'd have been super fire.
Fire. I liked the Boo saga, but out of all of them, it just felt disconnected from the rest.
Yeah, it was random.
yeah. Like, but Vert, what about you?
I agree, the Boo saga for sure, but honestly, the Cell saga, I think we saw the Z fighters make some of the worst decisions across the board. The whole saga, it was just bad, bro. It was terrible. We got Vegeta letting this guy absorb 17, just let him do it. Let him do it. We got the silly Goku arc started. Like I feel like we saw stupid decisions. Why you let this guy get a Sissu beam? What are you doing? And I feel like it set up the whole Gohan falling off type arc because more or less at the end of the day, Piccolo, your father are fighting this guy. You let a random stranger, 16, you know what I'm saying, head get stomped on to trigger you? What type of stuff is that?
I say that all the time, yo. I would have been Goku and Piccolo like getting lined up by themselves. He was like, this is what gets you ready to fight, yo.
Yeah,
like,
we knew he wouldn't like that. Like, bro, that's a stranger. That's a robot
that you never met. That you never met until today. You met him today, yo.
Who is programmed to kill
your father. Yeah, facts.
I almost feel like the Cell game's like a fever dream. Everybody was acting crazy. Future Trunks came back. Future Trunks like, oh, I gotta kill everybody on sight. That boy's chilling, letting the games go. Future Trunks, get in here, start some action, get violent. Everybody needs to get violent and have a plan. What are they doing, bro? They were just sitting there like, we let Goku give him a sensu bean. Okay, fight, jump. Everybody jump in and go
just jump him, yo.
And then it was so silly. Cell made the Cell Juniors. They whooping everybody. It was just it was a mess. The whole time. And Gohan letting the Cell Juniors kill his friends. Like, bro, like it was that bad. It just everywhere. We saw messy Z Fighter activity. Piccolo supposed to be the strategist. He letting anything happen. I feel like he should have got Cell when they went to that island and fought away. Whatever he needs to do after he fused up with Kami, like, bro, Cell Saga, we saw the worst characteristics of everybody.
Piccolo fumbled the bag hard. He could have killed Imperfect Cell in their first meeting.
Yeah, Piccolo and Vegeta really dropped the ball, man. They a lot of people like to say Krillin because he had the detonator, but Vegeta could have finished off Cell with Super Vegeta, right? Yeah. Piccolo could have finished off Cell from the very first moment, but he wanted the oral form.
Listen. We gotta give Vegeta a bly here, bro.
No,
at the end of the day,
he fought his own son. He fought his own son.
Yeah, but that's his Saiyan genetics. You know what Saiyans are like, man.
It took over. Yeah.
No, we're not giving Vegeta. No.
That Saiyan instinct. He started seeing red, bro. He was like, oh wait.
I will say
Saiyans are programmed to fight the best and the strongest. That's what they want to do. Piccolo is programmed to get people out of there as quick as possible, bro.
Yeah, I don't care.
And Cell having Saiyan DNA, he knew that. He said if I say yo, I'm stronger than you, if I get strong, Vegeta gonna be like, what? You stronger than who? Like, show me.
But see, look,
show me.
I do want to rewind right quick, right? And we do have to talk about how bitch made Gohan is and how it transcends time, okay?
Let your bitch assness transcend time, yo.
Because he really did sit there and watch everybody getting beat up about to die, and then it took for a computer to break down for him to snap.
Yo, facts.
Like Cell just rage quit, and that's what made him rage quit, right? Like you see all your homeboys and your family like just dying in front of you, and you're just like, and then like the monitor breaks and you rage quit. Like, come on, bro.
He made it so worse for everybody. He actually Gohan actually killed King Kai and Bubbles. Like,
he killed his dad. He got his dad killed.
He killed his
dad. Yeah.
It was that moment when Goku saw Gohan rise to the occasion on 16. It was that moment he decided to leave Earth. He was like, you know what? I can't do this with this kid no more. Yo.
Hey, look, when they were talking to him and they like, you want to come back? He was like, he told them, nah, it's because they follow me. It was really, nah, I don't want to see my son no more, man.
Yeah, I'm just disappointed, yo. I just got to stay up here for a little bit.
they talking about me bad on Snake Way right now. I can't come home. I got to do damage control right quick.
Real quick, somebody just said something in the comments that I thought was fire. They said, like, to our Majin Piccolo thing, swap out Spopovich and have Majin Piccolo be fucking Videl up.
Oh,
and
yeah,
like
that
have
would be
like
dope.
Gohan be on. Oh wait, hold on.
Imagine if they was fighting and he's like, "What's Piccolo doing?" And he takes the turban off. And you see the
1 second, dog. I was gonna say, like, if he starts to fight with the turban on and you don't see the Majin symbol and he just start doing like reckless shit to Videl, and they're like, "Yo, what the fuck is wrong with Piccolo?" And the turban come off, and he got that Majin. Yo, that would have fed generations. That would have fed generations, bro. Like, damn. Hey, we need that, yo. We need that.
But. So the next thing is G has some audio that he said he wanted to play, and it's the top 5 most useless Saiyan transformations. If he's got that, go on.
Fall Super Saiyan, a semi-Super Saiyan transformation that was once featured in the Lord Slug movie and was never seen before. Most old school fans remember it, but it was more of an anecdote rather than an impactful form. Super Saiyan second grade. Also known as Super Vegeta, is the evolved version of Super Saiyan that Vegeta used to dominate second form Cell. Sadly, his pride wouldn't let him take a well-deserved victory. Super Saiyan 3rd grade. Trunks further evolved Super Saiyan status. It boasted crazy strength, but at the cost of so much speed that was basically useless. No one bothered to use that form again. Super Saiyan 3. It took 3 different anime for the Super Saiyan 3 to actually have a relevant victory. Goku couldn't beat Kid Buu with it. Then Beerus humiliated him, and finally Vegeta managed to beat one of the Tamagamis with it. Very spectacular, but not really useful. Super Saiyan God. It was introduced as the next level of power for Goku and Vegeta, but it didn't get a single relevant victory, and it was quickly replaced with the Super Saiyan Blue.
I mean, they made some pretty good points with it. I don't think Pseudo Super Saiyan should have been in there just because that's not canon, right? That was a mistake on Toei for making
animation issue.
Yeah. But I don't really have any complaints about it. I've always said Super Saiyan 3 is like a useless transformation. I've always said that, and I've never liked it besides on Gotenks, right? Like,
bro, don't say that shit again, bro.
I only like it on Gotenks.
No,
Chibi Vegeta from Daima Super Saiyan 3 is that's my dude. Yeah, like, that's my dude.
Yeah, nah, but
Fire.
how y'all feel about that?
I like the false Super Saiyan. I know we got it in Slug, so I want to get y'all take on this because I hear it from different ways from different people. That little mini arc in the HFIL when Goku goes to the underworld after the Cell Saga with the training and everything. I've heard people say that that's not canon. Don't know how it wouldn't be, but I've heard people be like, yeah, that's not part of it. But I don't know if it was like an animation issue, but we see Goku use the false Super Saiyan form in that fight against Frieza and Cell. Yeah, we see him like use it again like super briefly, and then Pycon come and steal the sign with his thunder flash and all that shit and everything.
It's not canon in it because obviously it's not in the manga in it. Like that's what they say.
Oh, so that's like their qualification.
It's not manga canon, but it is story canon. Everything is canon, right? Like everything's canon that's official release, right?
Gotcha.
So it's anime canon, but anime Goku is stronger than manga Goku, and, and goddamn movie Goku is stronger than all of them.
Movie Goku's he's a murderer. Movie Goku is a fucking.
If you want to think of it like this, Matt, is that Goku couldn't beat Cell, right? You remember he said Cell was far stronger than him, right?
Right.
And then when they went to that other world, he didn't do any training, nothing like that. They're like, yo, some dudes are causing up a problem and that you need to go sort it out with Pycon. Goes with Pycon. And yet Pycon was able to whack Cell with one
and Frieza at the same time.
One hit, But then, in the other world tournament, Goku was able to go bang for bang with Pycon. With little training, because if you watch those episodes, it's like
it's like directly,
right, cool. Now we're doing this tournament. Like there's no training; they just go straight in. Goku's able to bang with him, so that's why technically you can't really class that as canon, man. Otherwise, what was Goku holding back against Cell on purpose and just didn't say anything?
He do that shit.
Yeah. Why wouldn't he? He was already. By that point in time, he was already astronomically stronger than Cell. So why wouldn't he hold back? Because it's Goku. That's all you can write it off as. It's Goku, right? But Vert, man, you over there being quiet. I feel like we talking over you, man. We
look. I'm soaking it in. I'm soaking it up. I'm soaking it up. I'm like, man, I like what y'all saying. But to me, like that upgraded Trunks, bro. That Trunks in the Cell Saga was not the Trunks that we ever seen. He was from probably one of them unseen bogus timelines, bro. He came back, like, bro. If that transformation wasn't nothing but just getting swoller, we don't know that guy. We know Trunks says, "Come kill." Hey, this is a bad guy over here. Trunks, come get him. That boy getting swole playing. What? I don't know who that guy is. I hate that transformation. I hate it. I don't know who that guy is. Back to what we were saying about the Cell Saga. Like, bro, I don't know what they was doing. Why would you just get swole? He know that. He achieved it. Yeah. He do nothing with it. Man, that's not the Trunks I know or I even like. I don't know who that guy is.
I do want them delts that he got though. I'll tell you that.
He couldn't even put his arms down, bro. I had to keep his Jones like this.
he had the perfect cat delts out. I want them Jones.
He was swole. He looked good and didn't do nothing. Nothing.
Yo, 75% of that fight is him powering up. Like just getting more swole. Yeah.
Didn't Cell say that Trunks was in that form actually more powerful than him? But he couldn't use it.
Yeah, he didn't know how to
he
use it.
couldn't land a hit on
limitations. Yeah, limitations. Yeah.
If he would have landed on Cell, he would have beat Cell if he was able to land on him. Like he fast. So does that mean that Trunks in that form technically is far stronger than Super Saiyan 2?
No.
Why? Why though?
Because the
Cell couldn't even bang with Super Saiyan 2, but then when Cell came back, he was able to bang with Super Saiyan 2, and Cell's exact words were, "You had more than enough power to beat me in that form, but you was not fast."
Because that's the thing. You can't. It's too slow. Automatically.
No, but
let's say
power, not speed, just power.
But that's what I'm saying. Let's say we have Gohan Super Saiyan 2 is the same power level as Trunks Super Saiyan 2, right? Which one's stronger if Trunks can't touch him? Which one's stronger at that point in time?
Well, no.
Let's even bring Trunks up, but he can't touch him. If you can't touch him, power means nothing. The power means nothing if you can't touch him.
It sells because I know 18 and 17, like their powers, like obviously their energy stars are infinite, but they're like set, like like they're pretty like capped at like where they're at. Is Cell the same thing, or like does his Saiyan DNA help him? Does he get stronger after fighting?
He gets stronger.
Well, 17 can get stronger too.
Zenkai got you. So then to that point, Richie, like if Trunks was stronger than him and he survived that fight, Cell would then now be stronger than that initial fight. So, and I'm kind of rolling. Trunks, if Trunks could have got a hit, well, like Burke was saying, just bad Z fighter decisions being made.
And I feel like he don't have a Kamehameha, like he don't have a Kamehameha final blast. Like Vegeta and Trunks, I feel like don't have finishing attacks like Goku does.
Final Flash is the worst finishing move in Dragon Ball because it don't finalize nobody.
It ain't even no power up for it for real.
But I want to actually kind of circle back on that conversation though, right? Because this is really like I get what Richie's saying, like would he have been stronger than Super Saiyan 2? The only thing is we don't know how much stronger Trunks was than Cell at that point in time. We know that when Gohan went Super Saiyan 2 though, he was just dog walking him. Like from that point in time, like there was such a big gap that's what it was. That's kind of why I kind of feel like it isn't. It's because he started dog walking him.
Nah, but he was dog walking him because he was supremely faster and stronger, right? But Trunks was supremely stronger but too slow.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like he was astronomically stronger than Cell at that point in time.
Yeah,
right.
I think it was more speed was helping, bro, isn't it? Like the speed of Gohan, he kind of like UI Goku, where he can dodge everything, but he had no attack.
Right.
Like, do you remember that? Right.
Yeah.
He had no attack.
The first fight against Jiren.
Right. No power. Right. Same thing. Trunks had all the power, no fucking speed. Gohan had the power and the speed. He was like mastered Super Saiyan 2 at that point. You know what I mean? That's my point. I think Trunks actually had more power. Maybe rivaled Super Saiyan 2's power, but he couldn't use the speed portion of it.
That's you might be onto something here, Reggie, because like we obviously when Cell comes back after he like blows up and comes back like actual perfect, we don't get to see him for like a long period of time. It's like a one episode after that. But we know from Cell's own words that he rivaled Super Saiyan 2 at that point. When he came back, he was like, "Oh, I'm actually truly perfect now." So I'm taking that he was like considerably stronger than the Cell that blew himself up on King Kai's planet.
And then let's be real. Who did Cell kill immediately as he came back?
Trunks.
Yeah.
First person he killed, right?
That's a good point.
He has to get gone. He has to get gone.
They're thinking, hold on. If Gohan could master that shit and get far stronger and faster, if Trunks lands that speed, I'm fucked.
Yo, facts. Because wait, hold on. We about to start fan casting shit. Because had he come back and knocked off Vegeta, that would have sent Trunks over the edge, like to go Super Saiyan 2.
He would have had Super Saiyan Rage.
Yo,
he would have had that right there.
But Cell knew that Vegeta hadn't even mastered the Ascended Saiyan form yet, so he's just like, okay, I could kill his son, and he won't fly off the edge and go too. Damn, that's a good point. Yeah,
you know what I mean, bro. So is Trunks? So to me, that's telling me he was more scared of Trunks than anybody else there, bro. Because he could have killed Gohan.
Anybody, yeah,
could have killed Gohan. He didn't.
Yeah,
and then
he was because he knew Trunks was out for blood. He knew Trunks was out for blood.
And that's our Cell is the Cell that knows Trunks killed 18 and 17 in that timeline. So he's just like, I know this boy's a problem because I killed him to get here.
Right.
I killed a version of him to get here. I know what he does, yo. Let's get him off the chessboard, yo.
That's that Piccolo strategy in Cell right there too. He knew get him off the board. Yeah. But then
which is why he snuck up on Trunks in that pass. He didn't fight Trunks in that time machine.
By the time he was born, he couldn't feel the androids anymore, right? And that's why he hunted down Trunks.
That's why, and that's why he snuck up on him. He's like, I'm not gonna fight this man.
He didn't hunt down shit, bro. He crept
up on him. Yo.
So look, here's my thing, right? Because that future Trunks had already came to our timeline and back, right? And had already beat that. So did that Trunks already fight Cell?
That's the question. Is that Trunks in the same space that our Trunks went back to kill 18 and 17? Because we know, like, the last episode or second to last episode of Z, when Trunks goes back to his timeline, kills 17, 18, kills that Cell. We know that Cell was trying to sneak up on that Trunks to do what our Cell did, but got slimed out.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Did that Trunks fight Cell in that?
Right. Did he? Yeah, that's a good point.
Because at some point in time, he had to have trained
and to be able to kill 17 and 18
in our timeline at some point in time, right? So that leaves a timeline that we haven't seen yet. That's an unknown timeline.
Unknown timeline.
We haven't seen. Yep.
Because that's a set of at least androids that's been
worms here, boys.
Yeah. Damn. So that timeline doesn't have a Cell, doesn't have no androids, it also doesn't have a Trunk. So they might be thriving right now.
No, no. They might be came through and fucked all that.
Zamasu came and said, "Oh, easy." He came through.
You're right.
Now he might not have messed that timeline up.
I'm saying he might have missed that one.
There are timelines where Zamasu never popped up.
That might be the timeline that they sent Trunks back to.
That also could be the timeline, because remember there were two Zamasus and one got plucked from his timeline and turned into Goku Black. So that could have been that timeline. Yo, if that timeline has no Zamasu, no androids, no Cell, like they just opulent, bro, like just thriving.
Yeah, the whole 50 people that they got, all 50 people.
But it's a utopia.
Well, somebody else probably came back from the past and smoked that timeline. Lord Slug, like or Garlic Jr. Garlic Jr.'s like, whoo.
Nah, fucking Yajirobe said, "This is my chance, baby."
Oh yeah.
This is my chance.
Because we see him survive.
He survived. I'm saying
there would be no Boo in that timeline because they wouldn't get enough energy.
Yeah, there'd be no human.
Too many people are dead, and Gohan is dead at that point in time. So there is no energy to get Boo. But I will say, I give it to Trunks.
He's dead.
I give it to Trunks. He wanted to still save his timeline after there was less than 100. Like, bro, that timeline was screwed anyways. Like, throughout time, like, there's not enough people to reproduce. I'm pretty sure, like, there's a science behind that where it's like 100 people. Yeah, bro, your village is gone. Like,
yeah, bro, I would have grabbed mine and said, "Look, let's go back. We'll see my dad.
Bro, I'm staying here,
in it. Like, we're living high life, bro."
I still think he should have stayed in our timeline instead of going to a separate one.
1000%.
Because
a separate one where he exists already.
Like we knew about him already. So it's like now he's in a random timeline where there's a random Mai and a random Trunks that may or may not know him.
Yo, and Super fucked up. Yeah, and Super fucked up in that situation. They dropped, so you know, our Trunks, our future Trunks, his mom died. So they dropped him off in a timeline with a Trunks existing who that's her son. So it's like he don't even really got a mom anymore. Yo.
And that's the whole time ring right there that we
that's
don't
what I'm
see.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like it's just like
we're
like,
gonna get like a Trunks evil villain. Like my man's turned up to take his mum. He's like, nah.
I'm saying.
I think that's why he's setting up like that.
With Matt Mai, and now that Trunks is hearing it, and he's like, nah, bro. You had my girl as well, bro. That's not.
I think they said something like they weren't going to interact with West City or something like that. Like they were going to be doing their own thing.
Yeah, they said they're going to go out to their thing.
What Trunks can't sense the other Trunks energy.
Yo, and I'm saying like again, like
I'm right here. How can I feel myself over there?
Facts. And then again, it's just like you like your mom or who you perceive as your mom is alive in that timeline. Like I don't know if I necessarily like intentionally stay away. Like I got like a second chance to like be with my mom.
Bro,
and it's just like
I'm going to see my mom.
Yeah, but she's on some like, yeah, you're not my son. That's my son, bro. She's like, whoa, weird. Even though I don't think I think Bowman would be on some like, oh, 2 sons. Like she'd be like, it's lit. But it's like,
well, you like around West City with the hood on and everything.
It still be weird because it's like this is the son that I actually gave birth to, and it's like I didn't technically give birth to you, strange man from another timeline. Like, but sure. Like,
okay, so we got this one last question from the audience, and then we'll do closing statements on this one. Why did they never use the Namek Dragon Ball? So like, why didn't King Kai ever try to find new Namek to wish everybody back in that timeline? Like, why didn't they try to talk to Trunks through King Kai? Why was it radio silence? They didn't fuck with Trunks. They didn't fuck
at
with
all. At all.
King they Kai didn't fuck with Vegeta or nothing. To be like, yeah, we gonna save Trunks. Nah, they didn't rock with them at all. That is a good question. Why didn't they use the?
That is a good point.
Yeah,
that is a good point, to be fair.
Especially because like if all things were equal up until that point, that Bulma would know how to use a Namekian spacecraft. Like like about the Namekians, like that they went to another world. Like you put all your resources into building the time machine. Could just build a spaceship. Go get them Namekian Dragon Balls.
Because they could have used King Kai, and King Kai could have just told them, and then did that hand on the shoulder thing, bro. Like,
it said, okay. Stay with me now, right? What if they took our Dragon Balls, right, and went into the time machine and went into that timeline? Would our Dragon Balls turn to stone because that Piccolo's dead? That Piccolo and Kami's dead? Or would it still work? Right?
That's a great question.
Or if they got the Namek Dragon Balls and then went, since there's still a Namek, right? There's still a Namek and a Mori in that universe. Could they have used those Dragon Balls?
Our ones would have worked. Our ones would have worked anyway, bro, because it's a different Piccolo. Like we just went through this, right? It's a different Piccolo. So that Piccolo that's there, or that Kami that's there, is tied to those.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Would it?
Yeah,
would
our Dragon Balls turn to stone?
Like, would it go through like a rift? Right?
Word.
Like would it go through a rift? Because they're still made on the same frequency, I'd assume. Right? They're still made on the same frequency. So would it? I don't know. Maybe it would have worked. Maybe it wouldn't have worked.
I can see the Eternal Dragons existing through time. Yo, facts. I feel like we got mad crazy fan lore here, yo.
For sure.
Damn, now I want to know what would happen, like just even in just one timeline, if you took the Earth Dragon Balls to Namek and just like decided to summon Shenron up there, like what would happen?
I assume it would still work, or the Super Dragon Balls would still work if they went to a different universe, even though they're in 7 and 6, but still.
Yeah, and they're like trans-dimensional, the Super Dragon Balls, like they exist like outside of time. Where I was just like, like if I took Earth's Dragon Balls to Namek and made a wish, like would Parunga pop out? Like, or would Shenron pop out?
Like, Omega Shenron gonna pop out. Like, nah.
Or would Tarambo pop out?
I'm saying, fucking glitch in the Matrix. Yo.
Bro, who's the dragon in Universe 6? Because they got Namekians. So
it would probably be Parunga. A form of Parunga. Yeah. Because Parunga is the original one. So I think the Namekians that are connected still with the demon realm, they would have just named it Parunga.
Oh yeah. Because they would have just been Namekians that went through a different warp fish.
And it would have just been a different shade of green. That's all.
Yep. Yeah. Facts.
Okay. So does anybody have anything else they want to end on besides Gohan's a bitch throughout all timelines?
You always gotta remember.
I don't even want to share this shit, bro, because I've got Gohan and Cell coming to my next show, bro, and they follow my fucking
Yeah, you can say it. I can say it. I can say it.
I like Gohan in it. You know?
He's a great guy, great dad, great teacher.
Oh shoot, Matt, Bert, y'all got anything?
The question that we didn't get to with the fusion one real quick. I need when we age some people up, when we move forward and we let like the Z fighters actually like start to kick and like legacy. I need a Bulla and Pan female fusion. That's what I want.
Woo!
Okay.
That's what I want. I want them fun. like how Goten and Trunks should have been presented. Like let's run that back.
Pull up.
Pull up, bro. Pull ups, bro. Like Trunks, Breeze pull ups.
We doing pull ups.
Okay. They said pull up, bro, on site. Like they want all the hands and feet. Like, I'm here for it. But yeah, I think that'd be dope.
I'm there for that as well.
That'd be fun. Okay. What about you, Bert?
I'm ready for them to explode the whole time travel even more. We need to see more timelines. We need to see a dark Trunks. We need to see a Trunks that fused with his sword. It became like a meta Trunks. He just going crazy. We need to see it.
The time I got reincarnated that Trunks sword.
Hey, what if the two Trunks is fused? What would happen? Like if the two Trunks is like do the fusion dance, like what would take place?
Something insane. Boxers.
Facts.
So I do agree with that, right? But I want them because I really want them to bring the Time Patrol stuff to the main series, right? I want the Trunks be a time Mira and Toa come into the series. I promise you, that's what I really thought they were going to do with Daima was to bring in Mira and Toa.
Because that Glorio, when I first saw Glorio, I thought, oh shit! I was like, is he gonna grow up?
Yeah, just to give time cop.
Yeah, and a Rinsbu was Mira, you know. So,
yeah. Like that's so easy to do. Just have like the displaced Trunks. Like that could be like his punishment from Beerus. Like, yo, you be fucking up the timelines. Time cop. Like go fix it.
The Toki bird, the Toki bird, or whatever it was. Yeah. That would be dope. And then then we could bring heroes into it. Because we don't have to do like, oh, the timelines are messed up and he just replays the saga, right? Yeah. They can bring in new people, like a Cumber, right? Like Cumber could have been the original Super Saiyan, right? I know he's not Yamoshi.
Cumber, I like Cumber.
Because Yamoshi could have been the Super Saiyan God and Cumber could have been the Super Saiyan. Like it could go any type of way. But you know what? I think we'll call it a wrap from there. Once again, I was your host, Kyle Tim ×10, and I want to thank everybody on the panel and everybody in the comments that viewed this. I really appreciate y'all coming on out or sitting down, whatever it is, whatever. Y'all are here, and I appreciate it. But what I need y'all to do is to smack that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. And until next time, peace.
Never let your bitch ass